Did you make the technical, the behavioral, everything, right? Is it a remote position? All right. So you said they already explained this to you, right?
Yes, yes.
Ask like, do you want to relocate or you want to work from your home remote, right? Always the answer must be this. If you want to relocate, you're going to say, I can start remote because of the pandemic, but then I would like to relocate because you have to be open for starting remote. Companies are not bringing you right now. Okay.
Right.
So you have to remember that company will probably has another person at the final round, right? So they have they start with I don't know, 10 good resumes, pass to 5 and then to 3, but they probably still have a couple of people. So it's not a game. You did not win the game so far. So we still need to sell yourself. And so my thing is, if they can make, they allow you to make questions, maybe you could say something like, is that missing? Because generally companies say this, like, oh, do you have questions for us? And so let's talk. So, right. So you still can say something like, is there any characteristic or skills that you did not find in myself or in my resume or something? So if the person says, I don't know, something that you forgot to mention, because maybe it's something that you have, but you had no opportunity to talk about during this process, right?
Okay.
It's one tiny thing. It's missing leadership because you haven't said nothing about this, something like this. So you're going to say, I'm sorry to not have mentioned it, but I have experience with leader. I nowadays I'm leading a team of 4 juniors or we created a project from the scratch together in this team. I was responsible to delegate. So I don't know. So you're going to give me examples and sell yourself, all right? I mean, this is a good opportunity to see what's missing. Okay.
Right.
Another thing, remember, you can always sell yourself through the same projects that you got the job because of that project. I mean, is this company about, what is this company about? You said, just to give me the
yeah. So,
right.
Yeah.
So you probably have a good project that you can sell yourself through AI and Python, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And probably you are now in the final round because of this specific project. So it's not a losing time if you use the same project again as examples. Why? Because they interviewed like 100 people and then 10, then 9, and now they have 3, something like this. They will not remember the details of your project, even if you had said before, right? Say the same, that I'm a good match. I have this project. So talk about this project through the STAR method. You know the STAR method?
Yes.
Result, yes. And bring numbers through the results, right? So at the end, we improved the speed in 40%, we increased the sales in 45, I don't know. So numbers are good. They like this, right? Because you probably will bring that to the company as well. So it's not a waste of time if you talk again about this project that you have matched, right? You just emphasize and, hey, I will start delivering. Because you work with the same tech, right? If they pick somebody that never did something similar of what they do, they know they have to train. I know every company will give you a probation of 3 months or 6 months. Of course, you will have training and so, but I prefer to hire somebody that has more match with me, because you're going to deliver since the beginning, right? Otherwise, I'm going to lose time, and time is money, okay? So all the time, make this kind of matches.
Sure.
This is a good one. So talk about your previous interview. Have it sometimes after the 1 or 2 interviews that you had 2, right? So you were in the 31. You stay at home and you go and sleep. And oh my God, I forgot to say this. Oh my goodness, it's something that was so relevant that I didn't say or something. It happened with you or no? Yourself. But when is going to be your interview? So if you're thinking something before the interview that you should have said, go ahead and say that. So if you go, to their website and you see they have one project for future, even if it is not now, but they are going to using AI, for example, machine learning, something that you have. And then you could say, I could use this because I will be a good match for this project in the future as well. So it'll be even more interesting to this company. I don't know. So as much as you study the company, go to some articles about this company, go to some videos on YouTube. I don't know, because maybe you can find something that you match here, right? Or maybe you can think about something you should have said before. All right, so that's a good point. All right, so probably this is one of the reasons you are there in the last round, right? Yeah, because for the future, for the next step and so on. So it's a good point as well to see if you want to work for them, right? It's because at the end, we sometimes we think it's just the company that are making interview with them, but you are interviewing them too, right?
Yeah,
because to see if you really want that position or that company. So you can make some kind of questions to check if you really want to work with them, like how the team looks like, right? How who's going to be my boss? What are the next projects or something, right? So you can see if you can see yourself working there. If they say something positive, like, oh, your next project is to work on this or this because you are with this client, I don't know, because I don't know the company, right? So maybe if you like that, you can sell yourself with the answer. You can pick up them to say, oh, that's super interesting. I have made something similar, a project that it's with the same product or something. And the result was so cool. So you talk about numbers too. We brought to the table $1 million to the company, something like this, because of, so it's that two-way street. You're going to see if you want the project, if you want, the team and everything to work with, and also you can use the answer to make matches with your previous job or previous projects to sell yourself even more. You're going to say through your words, right, to your answers that, oh, I have passed through this. It's going to be a good challenge, an easy challenge or something, I don't know, right? Because you have a kind of questions too.
Sure.
Ask about salary expectation. They will ask, or maybe they had already. I don't know. Do they? This is an amazing answer. If they ask you, what's your salary expectation? Everything you told me, it's an amazing answer, because they will see you are open to negotiation, maybe to start with something, and then they will see how good you are and they will offer a raise and so on, right? Or maybe because are you in India? Where are you? Starting in a remote position, lots of companies are not paying the full salary as it was in Canada, because here is expensive here, right? The quality of life. Right. So probably they will pay like something more than what you would receive in India itself, right? As a remote, because you're not here. Right. Especially after the pandemic, it started like this, right? I probably you have heard.
Yeah.
But with this answer, they will be, happy to pay something like, I don't know, in India you make 100,000 Indians. I don't know your currency.
Yeah.
But all right, so probably they will pay something like this, 40,000 US or 50 something. But once you come here, you can give your range. So if they start, they keep saying, no, but please, once you come here, how much you really want to make or some. So in this case, if they really push, you need to give a range.
So how can
years of experience do you have?
Close to 14 years.
Consider yourself as a senior?
Yes, definitely.
Don't, as I said, don't say right away, okay? Just if they push. Right. Your answer is good enough already, right? But if they keep pushing, I would say from 80 to 100 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
It is good for the first year once you come to Canada or so, and then you're going to show you're good, and they can keep raising, right? Giving a raise. Okay. Because you don't have Canadian experience, probably. You don't have physical. But for your second job, when you go to another company after 2 years in this company, 2 years of Canadian experience as a senior, you're going to have 16 years of experience, then you can ask for more than 100. For 100. Yes, it's because sometimes they will like your answer because it shows you're humble, right? Yeah, I'm open, no problem of the quantity or so, but they have a budget. So I have, for example, as an HR, I need to tell my boss how you are, but in that case, if they keep pushing, you have to say the range, not something like directly, I want a 90 and that's it. No, you have to show you were flexible. So from 80 to 100, it's nice. And to be honest, I was interviewing a guy, I had a guy from 1.5 years ago here in The Hague, and he had an offer of 75. because he was not senior, right? But honestly, this is good because here he can try the permanent residence because he has the offer, right? After 6 months you have a good English, so after 6 months you can get the permanent residence. But so what is important for you is to come, right? Then if you pick up any company, you're not going to have the closed visa anymore. You cannot say, oh sorry, go ahead.
That's
perfect. But do not say I want to make 60K, for example, because you're not giving value to yourself, you know? And so you cannot say 100 directly because it's too much for somebody that doesn't have Canadian dollars, so doesn't have a Canadian experience. 80 to 100, for example, you are giving, you know, you're saying, I'm good, right? I'm good, but I'm not bad to receive 60. So you know your value, something like this, but not too much. Exactly. If they ask about that, they are making their budget. So you are like with just one or two competitors, just so you are there at the end. Okay. So I'm gonna make you still have some. So you have 20 minutes still. I have some more questions about the generally what the companies ask at the last phase. So how do you, if hired, how would you like to grow within the company? It's nice, but it's a bit generic. I mean, it can fit with different companies. Your answer, it's a bit generic because, you know, I could say if this guy is studying for passing an interview, he can use the same for any interview, right? Yeah, it's a good answer so far, but I would close the answer with with something else as, do you know the team? Do you know what they're doing now? So how can you grow and where can you stay exactly in that specific company, right? So you have to know a little bit about the team, a little bit about, you know, what they work. So maybe you could, because you know they work with AI, maybe you could say, yeah, I want to grow within the company, like, as I said, being a leader in the future or being a senior too. And maybe I would be finishing a master degree in machine learning because I think that's super, it's going to be a good contribution for your company. I have, this is a super match because of your product, and it's the love of my life in tech or something like this. So it's something that you want, and you're gonna keep being interesting to the company in the future, right? This is a kind of way to think that you can use when they ask, where do you see yourself 3 years from now, right? What is your career goals or something? So everything, the way you have to think, it's you have to match with the company's intention for the future too. You have to make these links in all your answers if possible, okay? So website, generally in the website, there's a career link, right?
Right.
Values, something correlated with the HR and the team. And maybe you can find the teams they have or something. If you don't, go to Glassdoor, go to YouTube, so other sources.
Got it.
Let me tell you one thing. So if you go to LinkedIn and put the name of the company, you can see the employees, right? The people that work there. And at LinkedIn, with the name of the company, you can see people work there, right? And then maybe you can see somebody that has the same position as you have. So you're gonna have, right? So it's a senior Python or something. So go to those people or something similar and check what they work the most on their GitHub. So go to the GitHub of the people who works there, right? And then you can see the technologies they work the most or something. So you can see if it is this, like the last year or the time they are working in this company, probably it's because they are working in the company with that technology, right? It's not some personal project, because it's at the same time they are working there. It's not something in the past, like 3 years ago, because let's pretend the person was not working there, but the last year, so the time the person was working there, you pick those tags or so, and maybe you can add in your answer saying, well, how you see yourself in 3 years or so. You could say, oh, I would like to work with so you talk about the text, these guys at work, and I would like to be finishing this master on other courses at this or that platform. I don't know. So make this kind of match. So you see, you're going to be very interesting to the company. Go to that person.
I will start.
So you have lots of homework. I hope your interview is just on Monday. So you're going to have the weekend to study, right?
Yes.
It's good. But let me tell you, Monday it's going to be holiday here in Canada. I don't know if in all the provinces, but I am in BC. So maybe they will book to Tuesday. Just to you not be so worried. Oh my goodness, they are not calling me or something. Monday is holiday, right?
Okay.
Relax.
Probably.
Okay, so another question. When is the earliest that you can start working for us?
Yeah, so
you have a good answer. So this kind of flexibility is super important for companies. So please keep showing you are humble like this. So if they ask this, you'll say, yeah, unfortunately this is 2 months or so, but I'm open to start right now to learn about your product, show me the articles or something to read. I can also work part-time. I don't know, because I can work like 8 hours for the other company and 4 hours for you at the beginning until we start the full-time. So just be flexible. That's super, super welcome. Super cool.
Yeah.
So if I ask, what are your interests? Outside of the work?
Yeah, outside.
I thought you were not talking about family and something for you. So you have to say it, because this question is just to see if you are a normal person, right?
Got it. Yeah.
It's just to see if you have a life outside, because if it is like a workaholic or something like this, maybe you're going to be a too stressed person, right? Or maybe if you emphasize too much weird things, I don't know. So I like to be with my 10 cats or something. What, 10? I like to be with my 30 cats. This person is not very normal, right? 30 cats at home. So something that you can say, for me, this could be weird, So we're gonna, this question is just this. I want to know if you're a normal person, right? If at the weekend you do something for yourself, but all your answers are good, because you said, I have a YouTube channel, which is something, for you to relax a little bit, but you also keep studying, so it's a very nice answer. I like to play with new gadgets. I buy and play with that. It's cool, because it helps you to have more ideas or things as well.
Right.
You said something correlated with your kids, that you play with them. They're 4 years old. That's nice. So maybe you could say, we like to go to restaurants or go to the movie when it was possible before. A normal life. Okay.
Yes. And like you said,
you can say that.
Okay.
I used to go to Mike a little bit.
Yeah.
I always say to my candidates, never talk about your personal life if they do not ask. But in this case, it's after like 100 of questions of 2 phases of interviews, and finally they're asking just one question: how is your life outside of the work? So in that case, you can talk a little bit, just that. All right. Just they say you are a normal person. Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Why would you apply or not apply? Would you apply or not apply for this position anymore if you do not get the job? How was your experience? First answer, please. How was your experience in this hiring process so far?
Yeah.
It was very transparent, right? You mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but it's missing. It is missing just the technical part. So you would say something like, and your way to make the evaluation of the technical candidates, I think it's super productive, because you really can reach the points, technical points, something like this. So do you have some opinion about? Okay. And you probably can see how it is working day by day with that team, because it's very collaborative, right? So you can finish with that. It's amazing. A company wants a person, especially here in Canada. Look, Canada loves team player, really, really. If you show in something that, I like to put my, earphones and keep programming the entire day, 80 hours in consequence, so I'm not, seeing other people. So this is a bit weird. But when you are open to, helping others, okay, so you have this problem, I will try to help you, as soon as I have a time, I'm just finishing this, I'm going to help you. So you have time for you and you have time for others. Canadian companies love team player, right? So if you say those kind of things, it's nice. Okay. Right? When you said in the beginning, and now about the tech part. So that's your experience so far on this hiring process. All right. So I would say the next question, based on this answer, is: would you apply again for this position in the future if you do not get the offer right now?
Yeah.
More skills, these things, because it shows that you don't have now.
Okay.
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 I would apply again because I studied the company, I studied your team, and they really, it's really something that I want to work with. So for sure, I would apply again because
Okay.
I want a team like this.
So should
Yes, but not right now.
okay.
Because you don't know if you're going to receive the thumbs up or thumbs down, right? Like make this interview. And after like a couple of days, you receive a negative. So you can go and answer, say, hey, please give me what I need to improve. What was my mistakes or so. In that case, yes. But now you are already assuming you lost, if you say so, right?
Okay. Okay. So then like
I see myself working with this team. You can see something like this. I already, this is the kind of job I'm looking for, something like this. I'm sure I'm going to be very happy because companies want happy people, right? Working for them because you probably will be more productive. So if you say so, I see myself working for you. So, you know, we are in this process. So every day that I pass to a second phase of this process, I get even more excited to work for you guys.
Got it.
Must be positive.
Got it.
Just so you see this video again because of our tips now and try to answer the questions again. You can type or you can record on Zoom because, you know, when you see yourself on Zoom again, so you can see your mistake you're making or maybe a body language that is weird. Like when you talk a lot about like robot. So sometimes, you see again your video, that's a bit weird. I have to change this or that, you know? So it's good to record on Zoom. It's just for yourself. Okay.